Hi guys, welcome to Tina Wilfred, and today I will be talking about GBPJPY. The last time we talked about how I was able to catch my trades for the previous week on SAUUSD, also known as gold, and today we will be talking about how I caught my very first trade on GBPJPY. My first setup ever on GBPJPY. I used to trade Bitcoin, GBPUSD, and SAUSD. But after some time, I kind of found out that my strategy tends to align more with the price actions on GBPJPY. So I thought I should add it to my watch list, but I did not hop into trading it. No, I had to take my time, keep it on the side, back tested it for a while, and then this is more like the present setup I'm about to show you is more like a testing setup to know if price would respect my level on it. And I'm hoping to have up to 2 to 3 extra setups to confirm this and also to build my confidence on GBPJPY. So let's dive right into it. I'm going to show you how I was able to get my bias from the daily time frame down to the 1 hour time frame. Let's go. So here, I think we should move over to daily time frame so you understand better. So first of all, starting from here, right, when price got here, I don't know if you can see my pointer. This is not supposed to be a pointer like I said, but I'm still trying to navigate. So yeah, when price got here, this is more like a daily order block, right? And price bounced up. At that time, I was still studying my way around on GBPJPY, so I didn't take this trade. I didn't also put any setup on it because I wanted to see how much price respects levels, right? So I watched price come to this order block, filled it, and then bounced up and gave us a new high. That is after it's already finished. Like, I know that price rallied around this zone, this resistance. Price rallied around it for a specific period of time before it eventually came down and tapped into the order block. And after tapping into the order block, it took out that very level. It took out that very level. More like, let's say it's more like a week out, not necessarily a week out, but yeah, it just gave us a new level altogether. So price, one thing I noticed was that if price had given us this, then there's supposed to be a little correction before a continuation, right? There's supposed to be a little correction. So what I did was that I had to zoom over to the 4 hour time frame to see if I can see a clear order block, because if you notice on that daily time frame, you see that you will most likely not see any order block or any entry from that place. But when you look at it from the 4 hour time frame, I don't know if you can see this. Oh, this position that is showing on my chart is kind of covering some things. But if you can see this, this is the 4 hour time frame, and there is a visible order block here, right? From the move on the daily time frame, that is from the order block on the daily time frame, you find out that there is also an order block here on the 4 hour time frame. So that's where I got the second setup from. Remember, I didn't get to tap in to the first move on the daily time frame, and that level held. I needed to find another entry, and it was easy to catch this on the 4 hour because there's a visible order block on the 4 hour. So price put back right into it. At some point I felt like, oh, this thing will not hold because it came close to my SL. That even made me not to get into the trade, right? I was waiting for more confirmation and then price left me. But the idea of this video is to show you how I was able to get this particular setup, and then price tapped right into it and then it moved, of course. And I wanted to see if it would be possible to get a second entry with a reclaimed block pattern. So I added a second setup. Let me adjust a little bit so that you can see. It got me to putting up another setup, which is a reclaimed block entry. So you can see that I had to put on a second setup. I don't know if you are aware of a reclaimed block entry, but it's more like a failed order block that price disrespected and then came back to it. For people that trade reclaimed block, they always wait for price to take out the order block or disrespect the order block, of which price will still come back and tap right into the same order block and then move. So I had to put up the second entry. Price came back to it. After price took it out, as you can see, price disrespected the zone and then it took out this very high here, right? It took out this very high and then it came back to it. It came back to the level and rallied around it for some time and then disrespected it final. You know why? Because trading is all about uncertainties. So when you see things like this, it does not mean that there's anything wrong. It just means price doing its own thing. So price disrespected it again. Oh, I just knew that. No, there's no redemption. Like I can't get into it. But then it didn't disrespect the first setup. It just retested the entry, as you can see, and then boom, it got straight to the take profit level. I hope you can see this. It got straight to the take profit level. That was what it did, and it gave me a better conviction that this is a pair that I want to continue with. So far I've not been able to get another trade on it because I feel like it's going to be like a little bit dicey to expect price to do anything serious now. Already you see that it's kind of ranging. As you can see, it's been rallying around this resistance. If there has to be a continuation in the buys, I'm expecting it to take out this particular resistance, because ever since it got to my take profit, it has not done any other thing. It has not done anything serious. So I'm waiting for it. If price can just take out the resistance we are seeing, then we'll get continuations on buys. But remember, it's a resistant level. It can decide to sell down. I don't know the chances of selling down because obviously this is an uptrend, right? But because it's on a resistance level, I cannot take a buy on a resistance level. So it has to show me that resistance level has to be flipped into a support level, and it can only do that when price takes out this resistance, and that is the only time it will be a very good time to buy. For now, price is still doing its thing, and I'm waiting for a clear confirmation before I continue whatever it is on GBPJPY. I don't know if this video was helpful in any way. I just wanted to show you how I was able to get this particular setup. It gave me joy to know that at least price respected one of it. I would have been more joyous if price had respected the both levels, but of course it's all about probabilities. And from now on we'll be having more setups on GBPJPY. So I hope this video was helpful. I hope you were able to get one or two from how I was able to get this particular setup. Remember, the higher time frame bias will always hold strong, and my bias on this particular setup started literally on the 4-hour time frame, on the daily time frame rather, then down to the 4-hour time frame. It's always very strong. And price rarely fails whenever you get your bias from the higher time frame, be it the weekly, the monthly, the daily, the 4-hour. it's usually very strong. So whenever you see any buyers from these levels, and then you are also seeing one on the 1 hour, or to just go for the one that is higher. That is just it, because it has a higher tendency of holding. So that's the actual essence of this video, and this will be the end of this video for now. Until then, I hope until next time, yeah, we'll get to meet some other time when I drop probably a chart breakdown, or any kind of video entirely. And don't forget to subscribe to this very channel. Thank you.